create these dams. We create the ideal habitat for river otters. So if you know of a place with a beaver dam, there are probably river otters hanging out nearby. But they're nocturnal, so you're probably not going to get the same chance to see them as you would a beaver. And river otters have been hunted for their pelts for a long time, and that actually had been endangered for a while. They have as many hairs on one square inch of their body as we have on our entire head. And so that's very desirable in the fur industry. However, we did hunt them to near extinction, and we didn't have any at all in North Carolina for a while. But fortunately, due to conservation methods, we were able to introduce them back into the wild, and now we can find them in all 100 counties of North Carolina once again. And if our aquarist is ready to talk to us, what we're going to do is you'll be able to have a chance to talk to her and ask her questions about river otters or the exhibit if you would like. Can you hear me, Meredith?
I can. Can everybody out there hear me okay? Great.
Okay, so what are we putting out for our river otters today?
Well, I've been setting up their exhibit for their morning enrichment session. And the first thing you saw me scatter out today were some fresh cucumber pieces, and those are high and low throughout the exhibit, so you'll get to see how well our otters climb and run and jump. And then to the pool is actually through some menhaden. That is a type of fish, one of the otter's favorite foods. And those are all the way through the pool, so you'll get to see them dive and swim down and look for those fish.
And what are the names of our river otters?
Their names are Knoll, Congo, and Eno, which you may recognize as some of our local North Carolina rivers.
How can we tell them apart?
So that's actually a big challenge. It's a bit like having triplets. But actually some of their personality characteristics are one of the easier ways to tell them apart. Eno is our youngest and fastest river otter, and he also has a habit of liking to float on his back while he eats his food. So if you see somebody doing that, it's probably Eno. Congo is the bravest of our 3 otters. He likes to come out on this very far ledge here, and he's the only one brave enough to do that. So if you see somebody out there, that's going to be Congo. Knoll is our reigning heavyweight champion in the otter exhibit. He's the largest of the 3 and does carry a little bit of extra weight in his tummy, so the largest of the 3 is going to be Knoll.
And our river otters are all males. Why do we have that?
They are all boys. What we've done here is replicate their natural social structure. If you were to see a group of otters out in the wild, it's going to be one of 2 types of groups. The first would be a mother otter and her pups, and that group will stay together until those pups are about a year old. And then the mother will actually kick them out of the nest, and they'll be ready to live on their own. Male river otters like to travel around and join up with other males and travel in between female territories, while female river otters, after those pups move out, actually tend to prefer to live a more solitary lifestyle. They may den with a sister or a mother. For the most part, they live alone, and males do much better at kind of meeting up with others and hunting together and playing together. So that's what we have here is an all-male pack.
And what should we do if we're ever lucky enough to find a river otter out in the wild?
I would just encourage you to enjoy the view. These are wild animals, and you would never want to try to interact with a wild animal. These guys are very cute and furry, but you'll notice today they have some very sharp teeth and very sharp claws that they need to hold on to wriggly fish. So it's not something that you would come into contact. And of course, otters can also be a rabies vector species. So we just encourage you to enjoy the view and consider yourself very lucky, as it is tough to spot a river otter in the wild, but never to try to interact with them.
And if we don't have any last questions for our aquarists, I guess we can go on ahead and let them out so that we can all watch.
That'd be great. If you do have any questions, feel free to come and ask me. I'll be standing just back here by our Falls Lake Reservoir exhibit as soon as the otters come out for their snack.
All right, thank everyone for coming out today. What we're going to do is if I could have everyone that's in the front to stay seated, because we're going to let our river otters out just in a few seconds, and that way that everyone will be able to see. And if you would like to leave, just make sure that you do so in a way that everyone can get a look.